Okay, so we'll get back at it. I finally got my gasket kit here, my intake gasket kit, which when I first bought it I just thought was just these gaskets. Did not realize it came with this. So here for the last week or so I've been looking to find just that. You can't get it. It comes only in the kit. So I didn't realize it was in there because I'm not smart enough to open the box or read the little label that comes on it that says it right here. So it took me a while to open the box. So I obviously needed this one. I don't think it was gonna work, means that the new one looks like that. So I got this. I can get this intake back on now. Here's something I normally never do. I do all my auto part shopping with my local auto parts stores. I don't do any online auto parts stuff. I just like the guy, you know, the person at the counter, the person-on-person dealing. I hate to click on the computer and wonder what the heck. So I'm probably overpaying, but here's something I never let the guy do at the counter is grade me up from something. So I was going to buy one of these little cheap battery things, and he high graded me up to twice the cost. Says it, you know, whatever. And then I wasn't too sure about it till I got home. Looked at my old one and went, probably a good thing you upgraded me. These things are, you know, $3. They're pretty cheesy. I go through quite, you know, got one in every rig just because they're just cheesy. They do wear out fast, and he says this one's gonna be more bang for my buck. So we'll see in a year from now what it looks like, if it resembles this thing or what. This is laying in the bottom of my toolbox, all crusty. So I needed a new one. So there we go, upgraded, double the money. So we'll get back on it here. I plan on tacking the distributor cap points, plug wires, all that good stuff. Let's see, when I googled how this was supposed to be set up, the wires are on backwards. It looks like the wires are 180 out, so I don't know if they are or not. So I guess when I get it all, I get up to top dead center and figure out on number one and see where that rotor's pointing, and then I'll go from there. Alright. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I pulled the valve cover so I could check top dead center and make sure everything was pointed and going in the right direction, which it was. So I got clear to the points. That's the points I picked up. Exact same looking thing, except these got the condenser built in. It looks like I don't see how to take the condenser off of these. Maybe you can clip it, but anyway, I didn't get one. It doesn't look like they're gonna. The same thing's gonna fit onto those ones, and if it does, I don't see how. So I guess it's off to town for a condenser, which it has this thing right here, which I assume is for this condenser. I can imagine what that is. Not, like I said, I'm no mechanic, but so off to town to get the condenser. I'll get that in, get the new points and everything in. I first thought it was wired backwards. It was not. This goes counterclockwise, not clockwise like a Chevy 350. So it goes the opposite direction like an Oldsmobile. So anyway, I get back to town, I'll get it all back together, get all the new cap, everything back on, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I got my new points, condenser, everything underneath the rotor there. Got all my gaps set to 19 and have a new cap out. I'll get some wires on it, switch it out with this old one. After messing with the top dead center here and found out where top dead center, I had to pull the valve cover to do that, and found top dead center, and then realized that they did have, it wasn't 180 out, it was all plugs were right. So I'll put it all back together the way I found it and get that all back on, and then I'll throw that intake and we'll get that carburetor rebuilt, and we'll be that much closer. So just want to give you a quick little update on the timing was not out, and it all looks like new here. Get some wires and it all snap together. Okay, I got the distributor cap on, got all the wires on. I haven't numbered them all, make sure I don't make any mistakes. I'm not a mechanic. I just like messing with this stuff. It's just a blast. So far I've loved working on this here Pontiac. It's just a good time. So I think I got her all going, ready to go. I get the intake on, carburetor, throw a hot wire over here to the coil and get a button, push button start thing here going, and get all wired in and see what we can't do for first start, you know. We're that much closer, getting closer all the time. All right. Okay, so I got my gaskets set in place. I've got everything, all my surfaces cleaned and everything. And I've got my little stupid, what do you want to call that? It's like a glorified garden hose washer, right? So I got that sitting there, and I'll get that set on there, bolted down, and then we'll be ready for a carburetor. A bit of more wiring in the carburetor, and I got this one, or I've got a Quadrajet. The neighbor just brought this over and gave it to me after seeing the car. Said he probably figured I need it worse than he did, since he's not into it anymore. He said he'd come off a car he used to have and worked perfect. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to have rebuilt, but that will be the next step. I guess that's I get going on tomorrow. So anyway, I'll show you after I get it on there and bolted down. Alright, this is what it looks like after I got the intake back on. Just threw that carburetor on there for looks. Go drop it off tomorrow, have it rebuilt. And then I think that'll be the last stage, other than a battery and a hot wire here and there. And we'll be ready for a first start, or most definitely the first attempt. So I guess we'll get the carburetor built and we'll get back at it.